Okay, today I'd like to show you a little bit about how I organize things in Photoshop. Now you notice I'm working in Photoshop CC 2015. Yes, the latest version is 2017, but some of my plugins don't work in 2017, so I do a lot of my work still in 2015. Okay, this is the template for the intro I use for my video lessons. And you notice I've got things organized in two groups, and I have a background copy layer, and I've got the little eyeball icon next to everything. So I can view or hide. And look at my background layer here. I've got a border around this, and this is an effect, a stroke. And I'll show you how to do this later on. Now let's take a look at group one. This is my Lightroom logo that I've imported because I do a lot of work in Lightroom. And notice I have, again, effects. I have a stroke and a deep shadow. And if you look real closely here around the edge, you can see the shadow. Now, why do I save a document like this? It's a template. So I can, anytime I want to, I can create something special. Now, let's call this a lesson that I'm doing right now, and I'm going to call this Introduction to Lightroom Layers. Actually, Photoshop layers. I've been doing so many tutorials about Lightroom. Okay, now when I export this, it's not a Lightroom tutorial, so what I can do is I can just hide group one. Now I have my introduction here, and if I grab my move tool, I can move this down and notice now it is perfectly centered in the document. Okay, now I'm going to export this. So now I want to merge all of these layers that are visible and create a new layer. So that on a Mac, I can do Command Option Shift E. That creates a brand new layer from everything that's visible. On a Windows machine, this would be Control Alt Shift E. So now I have my whole document together as a group. First, I'm going to select the layer by choosing Command A, or by using the shortcut Command A, and then Command C to copy it. Now, if I create a new document, it creates it from the clipboard, and it's the exact size that I need, 1920 by 1080. So I will click OK, and now I will paste what I had copied into this using Command V or Control V on a Windows machine. You can also choose Edit Paste. And now I'm just going to merge these together as one layer. Actually, I'm going to choose Flatten Image. And now I'm going to export it. I'm going to save it as a JPEG. And there's an introduction to working with layers in Photoshop. I'm going to close this document. And now I don't need my layer. I actually don't need to save this because I want to come back to it later. So I'm going to close this. And I'm not going to save it because I just want to keep the template the way it was before. When I open it again, I could put new text in there. And there you have it, working with layers in Photoshop.